Hey, happy Homebrew Wednesday, everyone. Homebrew number 7 for me, Nathan McKenzie here. Righty-ho, not a lot going on today. You probably hear dishwasher in the background. It's a bit gay, but anyway. Right, first, what I'm going to talk about is, now, I only bottled this on Saturday. It fermented down really quick. It was my red ale, which isn't a red ale. My non-red ale, more of a strawberry blonde, I'm going to call it. Anyway, I couldn't resist. I just wanted to see how I was getting along. It's not bad. It's not bad. I think it's a low gravity. You know, we're looking about 3.8 at the most, so that's not so good. I like a good 5%er. But I'm gonna. It looks all right. It smells okay. I'm going to give it a wee taste. I'm not expecting much. It needs bottle conditioning, and it hasn't had it. I'm quite surprised. It's actually, it's going to be a lawnmower beer, really, I reckon. It's just a very basic ale, is what I'm going to describe it as. The aroma of it, yeah, there's hops there, you can smell them, but it needs more hops. The good thing is, I've learned a hell of a lot from doing this. I didn't use enough specialty grains, I didn't use enough hops, and I'd probably change the base mould as well. So keep posted for my next attempt at this red ale, or not a red ale, a strawberry blonde. There's enough about that. I just have another wee taste. It's actually alright. It's beer, and it tastes okay. So you can't complain. It's not going to win any awards, let's just put it this way. Right, what else are we going to talk about? A bit of a yeast update. As you know, I've been playing around with yeast, doing a bit more than normal. The update on that yeast starter that I made, brilliant. It was very easy to do. It started fermenting 2 hours after I pitched it, so it was really, and it went strong. All the stages of fermentation were very pronounced as they went along. Now, it took a week to ferment down to just below the gravity of 1010. Or 1.010, which it only was at 10.35 to begin with, so it was a low gravity beer, but I probably overpitched on that one, but that doesn't really matter. It all fermented down. I bottled her up, and then I washed the yeast because I bought an expensive yeast, a liquid yeast, a Burton ale yeast. I thought, I don't want to, I want to get my money's worth out of this yeast, especially on a recipe that I made up, which is a big fail for what I was aiming for. So I washed the yeast. Long story short, how I did it is I drained off all the beer. Obviously, I bottled it, and then the little excess beer, I got as much out as I could without disturbing the yeast cake, and then I had some preserving jars. I had 2 500ml preserving jars, and I had some sterilised water in there. It was cold. I put them into the fermenting bucket, swirled it all around, and then tipped the whole lot into a 5-litre glass jar. I then left that alone for about an hour and a half. Then I had distinct layers, so then I very carefully poured it into the 500ml jars. I got enough for 2, and then tipped the rest out. I wasn't getting any more yeast out of it. I was just getting the crud and the troop at the bottom. So what I got at the end of it, I then transferred them to smaller jars. So, my head's not really in the game today. I had to work all night last night. I haven't been to bed yet, but anyway. I transferred them into smaller jars, 330ml preserving jars. Look at that. Look at that beautiful yeast in there. Good separation there. These have been in the fridge. I've just taken them out. But that is a good amount of yeast I got out of that. I'm pretty stoked about that. And I can't wait to use it. So that was 1 and 2. Slightly smaller amount, but still a good amount. That one's the most, I believe, the most that I got out of it. And then my last one, again. So these are all going to be good pitches. Obviously I'll be making a yeast starter when I pitch these as well. So that makes the Burton's Ale Yeast affordable. It cost me $18 and I'm going to get 4 pitches out of it. Which makes it the cost of dry yeast. So I'm happy about that. And if I can do this every time I have a liquid yeast, then it's not such an expensive layup for your liquid yeast. And it gives me a bit of an idea of what sort of beer I'm going to brew, because I want to use them up quickly. I don't want to leave them in the fridge for 6 months to a year. But I thought I would show you a few layers of separation out of the one 500ml jar. I left this in there just to show you. You see that? Now that shows up really well. As you can see, there's a little yeast layer there, which I'm not going to worry about. I'm going to turf this. At the bottom there, that's all the troop. That's all the bad crap you don't want. So I was a bit nervous about doing this, that the layers wouldn't show up that well, but as you can see, it shows up really well. And when you tip it out into another jar, it comes out really nicely. And if you just do it nice and slowly, you can see when the crud's starting to come through, and you can stop it there. So a big success on that, and I'll be doing more of it. So yep, pretty happy about that result as well. I'm actually, that's pretty well all I've got for today. I haven't got a brew down at the moment. Not taking a wee break from brewing so much, as in time's not allowing it. I also need to update a bit of my gear. I need a decent burner, which I think I'll be going to Craig at Allgrain there for one of his King Kong burners, I think it's called. Thank you to Red River Brewing. Cheers on that update. I believe you've got one and you said it was awesome. So I think I'm going to get one myself as well. Because, I've got a 2-ring burner at the moment with a gas bottle, and it just takes too long to heat the water up. It's just getting annoying. I'm also going to update my my kettle, or my pot I should say, with a sight glass and a ball valve. But that's all to come over the next sort of 3-4 weeks, and hopefully I'll have a brew down way before then. Yeah, another red ale, I believe, and I've got a fair idea this recipe is going to be quite different, and I think I'm on the right track now. But that's all I've got for you. That's all I've got for today. So guys, have a happy Homebrew Wednesday. May all your brewing disasters turn out okay. Alright guys, look forward to your videos. See you another day. Bye bye.